A new emergency network is coming to Spencer County. More on the impending changes there. Plus, Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz joins me for an in-studio edition of Monday with the Mayor. And Huntingburg Chamber Executive Director Nick Stevens is tonight's guest on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin this evening with Indiana State Police investigating a car chase that spanned multiple counties and ended with shots fired early this morning. State Police say the pursuit began in Harrison County just before 2 o'clock this morning. They say at that time, Deputy Michael Andrew with the Harrison County Sheriff's Department began a pursuit of a black Honda Civic in Palmyra after watching the car speed away from an intersection. After running the license plate on the car, Andrew discovered that the registration was false and it did not match with the Honda. Andrew activated his lights, at which point the car attempted to run away. Police say the pursuit went westward along US 150 across Washington County and then entered Orange County. The pursuit then left US 150 and went onto county roads near the small town of Rigo, eventually traveling along Valine Road. The vehicle then turned westward onto County Road 820 South, and that road dead-ended. State Police say once the vehicle reached the dead-end point, it turned and faced Andrew. Andrew then exited his vehicle, pulled out a gun, and ordered the suspect to stop. The vehicle began to move forward, and Andrew began firing his gun. Rounds from the gun went through the windshield and hit two people inside of the vehicle. The vehicle then continued rolling towards Andrew and hit him. That impact sent Andrew onto the hood of his patrol car. An Indiana conservation officer who was behind the sheriff's car blocked the vehicle and ordered the two suspects out of the vehicle. State Police say 3 in all were then taken into custody without further incident. Andrew was taken to Harrison County Hospital where he was treated and released for leg and back injuries. The driver of the Civic, 23-year-old Daniel Holloway of Leavenworth, was shot in the abdomen. He was taken to University of Louisville Hospital to be treated for his injuries. A front seat passenger, 30-year-old Ian Goebel of DePaul, was shot twice in the hands. He was also taken to University of Louisville Hospital. The third person in the vehicle, 25-year-old Rachel Kirkham of Corydon, was in the back seat of the car and wasn't injured. While searching the car, troopers with the Indiana State Police Meth Suppression Section found precursors to make methamphetamine inside of a backpack that was in the vehicle. No meth lab was found, though, according to State Police. Police say charges are pending against the 3 suspects. The Orange and Harrison County Sheriff's Departments both assisted with this investigation. A tip concerning the location of a wanted person led to the arrest of 3 people on drug charges in Holland yesterday evening. DuBois County Sheriff's deputies say the investigation began just after 6:50 p.m. last night when the department's narcotics officer received a tip on the possible location of a person who was wanted. The wanted person was not found when deputies went to a residence in the 300 block of South Meridian Street in Holland. However, deputies located about 97 grams of marijuana inside of the residence. All 3 people arrested inside of the residence, 47-year-old Everett Logenauer of Holland, 24-year-old Danielle Curtis of Milltown, and 47-year-old Jamie Hunter of Huntingburg, were charged with misdemeanor counts for possession of paraphernalia. Logenauer is additionally facing a Class D felony for maintaining a common nuisance and a misdemeanor count for possession of marijuana. Curtis is facing a Class D felony count for possessing more than 30 grams of marijuana, and Hunter faces an additional misdemeanor count for possession of marijuana. All 3 were lodged in the DuBois County Security Center just prior to 1 o'clock this morning. A new emergency communications system network is now making its way into one local county. Spencer County is set to implement the Code Red Emergency Communication Network. The network will allow law enforcement agencies and other emergency personnel to broadcast notices of any emergency situation via phone call, text message, and/or email. The Spencer County Sheriff's Department and the County Health Department are overseeing the Code Red initiative. Both departments kicked in funds to cover the nearly $10,000 price tag to transition to the service. The contract for the change was formally signed back in late December. Katie Richard is the 911 director for the Spencer County Sheriff's Department. She says the switch to the system has been several years in the making and also says the system will serve folks well.
Keeping the citizens informed is the main thing. You know, we're not going to do the weather service. We're going to use it for other things. We're encouraging everyone to use the Thunder Call through Channel 14 for the code red for the weather, but we're going to use it for like notifications of missing juveniles, missing elderly, maybe road closures, if there's water boil advisories. It's just another tool in our arsenals that we can use to keep our citizens better informed on what's going on around them.
The system is not live as of this point, though officials say that once it does go live, folks will be able to sign up and get information on everything from criminal activity to natural disaster alerts. The system is set to be launched once those folks who are currently being trained to use the system complete their training. A test call will then be sent out to inform people that the system is live. The system is free of charge for residents of the county to use, and to register, you can go online to spencercounty.in.gov and click the Code Red logo. Folks will be asked to give names, home addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses. Officials say the enrollment process should take no more than 5 minutes to complete. Finally this evening, a statewide community college is set to merge two of its regions, which would change things for campuses in our viewing area. Ivy Tech Community College announced late last week that it plans to combine the Bloomington and Southwest regions. The new region would come under the leadership of one chancellor. School officials say the move is being made in an effort to save money in addition to improving the connection between Ivy Tech and the communities that its campuses serve. Last month, the Richmond and East Central regions of Ivy Tech were combined into one and will be led by one chancellor. Also at that time, the Columbus and Southeast regions were combined into one. Ivy Tech Southwest Chancellor Dan Shrink is set to retire at the end of this month, while former Bloomington Chancellor John Weichart retired earlier in the year. The new system will have 10 chancellors to focus on administrative issues. Each of the 20 Ivy Tech sites will have a campus president whose job it will be to build community relationships. Ivy Tech Southwest has its main campus in Evansville along with another campus in Tell City. The region also utilizes sites in Princeton as well as in Warwick County. All right, coming up after the break, Terry Seiss joins me for this week's edition of Monday with the Mayor, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform featuring Huntingburg Chamber Executive Director Nick Stevens. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.